Coming up,
I'm Santa Quads. We're going to get missile-toned. We're going to work on our abdominal snowmen and women.
it's the holiday season, but we're lifting before we're gifting with personal trainer Morgan Shapiro. Elf on a Shelf? How about Elf in a Suite? Find out which Fort Lauderdale resort you can find this little guy in. Have you always wanted to have a butterfly garden but didn't know where to start? You're in luck. Butterfly World is here to help. We'll visit a Miami Gardens eatery, enjoy a spa day, and sit down with a famous 97-year-old comic who's still performing. All of that and more is today on SoFlo Health. Did you know that living by the water is good for your health? Well, even if you didn't know that, the property values would tell you that people like to live near the water and they can be pretty expensive. But lucky for you, here in South Florida, you can be around water pretty much whenever you want for free and enjoy those health benefits, which is what we're going to explore today on SoFlo Health. And by the way, hello and welcome to SoFlo Health. I'm Hunter Frankie. Stick around to find out more about how the water is good for your health. Wouldn't it be nice to have a garden in your backyard, just like Butterfly World, where we are today? Well, good news for you. We have Amanda from Butterfly World to tell us how you can recreate this at home. Amanda, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Tell me, what is required for me to attract so many butterflies?
Really, it's so simple.
Is it?
Plants. There's actually two main types of plants you need for butterfly gardening. The first is the host plant, and the second is nectar sources. So in this garden, we have a lot of nectar sources. This would be a really good one, dwarf powder puff.
Wow.
We also have some fire spike behind me over here. We have some porter weeds. All of these will feed the adult butterflies, but what you want also is host plants that will feed the baby butterflies or caterpillars.
Okay. You have host plants over at the garden center for people to get.
Yes, we do.
Let's head over there.
All right, great.
Hey Amanda, I know we were just inside of the aviary, but now we're over in the garden center because this is where you would get plants at home if you wanted to create your own garden.
Yes.
And why are these particular plants important?
So basically this is the first plant most beginners start with.
Okay.
This is the milkweed. Milkweed will actually be the host plant for 3 different butterflies, but the most commonly known one is the monarch. The monarch butterfly will come and lay its eggs underneath one of these leaves, and it's really tiny, so it's hard to spot them at first, but once they grow up, they'll be these giant caterpillars that are black, white, and yellow.
Okay.
And they'll kind of munch on those until they're ready to pupate, and then you'll find a chrysalis, and that is the stage right before they come out as a butterfly. I want to show you the passion vines as well.
The passion vines?
Yes.
Well, let's head over there.
All right.
Trying to see if I can hear it through the passion vine. Amanda, tell me about the passion vine.
Sure. So the passion vine, there's actually a lot of different species. This one in particular is a lavender lady, which is a hybrid. It'll still get you some butterflies here. Basically, this is a host plant, and they will also lay their eggs on that. So the more host plants you have, the more your garden will smell good to them, and the more butterflies that will come.
All right. Well, thank you so much. I think I'm just going to take this one. Air exposed to water, especially seawater, is charged with negative ions, which makes it easier for your body to absorb oxygen. Pretty neat, huh? Plus, I mean, come on. That's a beautiful view.
Today I'm joined by personal trainer Morgan Shapiro, and she has a holiday-themed workout for us today because today I'm Santa Quads. We're going to get missile-toned. We're going to work on our abdominal snowmen and women. Morgan, what do we have for us today?
So we are doing a complete full-body workout using a Christmas wreath. And now if you don't have this at home, you can grab anything around the house, but I definitely recommend it's within the holiday spirit. Makes it more fun. Grab a friend. Let's get to work.
Great.
So we're going to start off with the squat press.
Okay.
Holding your wreath up. We're going to go ahead, squat, and then press overhead. Keeping that squat deep, knees pressed apart, and pressing those arms up and over your head. Heart rate's up. Let's do one more. Down and up. Exercise number 1 complete. So now go ahead to the corner of your mat, because now we are going to be doing a lateral lunge with a press. So we are going to sit back in that right leg, press it out, right back center, and then feet together. Going for 2. Then press and back. So lunge down, then press.
Oh, okay, got it.
2 more. Down,
Down,
press,
back.
Last one. Really pressing off of that right leg. and back to center, switching sides. Make sure you always even yourself out. Over to the left, lunge, press, keep the chest lifted. And now this isn't really heavy, but the idea is we're just using something in the holiday spirit to get moving.
I mean, if people have a mom like mine, this wreath is probably much heavier.
Good, let's do one more.
Yep.
Down. Very good. Okay, now facing each other, we worked the quads.
Okay.
The Santa quads.
Santa quad, yeah.
Absolutely. Now we can't neglect the backside, so we're gonna go ahead, wreath is down. We're going to hinge from the hips. This is our what, Hunter?
It's a deadlift.
This is our deadlift, straight to our row, working our back muscles, right back down, and then standing up, that's one. So hinge, row, down, and stand. Really working the hamstrings, the whole backside of your body, working the back muscles, squeezing your glutes at the top. One more, row, and stand. Feeling good.
Pretty good.
Not too bad. All right, so now we're gonna go down to the mat and really work those abdominal snowmans.
Snowmen.
Snowmen.
And women.
And women, absolutely. The wreath is up, feet are planted. We're going to do a weighted sit-up. So your wreath is up straight in the air, coming all the way up, overhead, trying to keep those feet to the ground and slow control on the way down. And right back up, give me a few just like that. Main thing, control. Breathe, we have two more. And last one. Very good, bringing it all the way down. All right, are you ready for the final exercise?
Do these socks make me look like I'm not ready?
I mean, those socks make you look like you're ready.
Let's go.
Your calves look great with those boots. All right, we're going to hit the core a little bit more. So
Yep.
now we are twisting side to side. You can choose to keep your feet flat on the floor, or you can challenge yourself a little bit more and lift them up off the floor. A lot harder here, side to side. Let's do 10, 9. Make sure you're breathing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. How you feeling?
I feel
Jolly?
the Christmas spirit coursing through my veins right now.
Absolutely, and that's just round 1. We have a few more rounds to go.
Oh, well, I guess we should get to it. Morgan, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Prepare to laugh. An interview with comedian and entertainer Woody Woodbury is coming up when SoFlo Health returns.
Focusing on you. Innovations in modern medicine from your team of experts at UHealth, the University of Miami Health System.
As Chief Financial Officer of Jersey Mike's, Walter Toombs wasn't ready when a heart condition halted his life.
I had to go to the hospital, and they actually have to shock me back into rhythm.
Walter had mitral valve disease, where the valve doesn't function properly, causing blood to leak back into the heart. He traveled to UHealth to see world-renowned cardiac surgeon Dr. Joseph Lamelis.
Mitral valve disease is actually quite common, but should not be taken lightly because it will, when it does progress to the point that it's significant, it will begin to affect the heart muscle.
Walter needed surgery to repair the valve. Instead of traditional open heart surgery, Dr. Lamelis pioneered a minimally invasive approach called the Miami method.
I make a 5 centimeter or 2 inch incision between the ribs on the right side without breaking the ribs or interrupting the blood supply to the chest wall. And then I utilize special instruments, some that I've developed, in order to go in and fix the valve.
Patients recover much faster. UHealth was recently recognized as a mitral valve repair reference center from the American Heart Association and the Mitral Foundation. After his surgery, Walter is back to work, playing golf and looking forward to the holidays.
I feel great. It's really changed my life.
Welcome back to SoFlo Health. I'm Hunter Frankie, and we're walking along the Mid-Beach corridor. The ocean is just over there, and that's for good reason, because we're talking about the health benefits of being around water. One of those is just relaxing, and you probably figured that out on your own. And relaxation leads to decreased stress, and the combination of those two increases your immune system, giving it a little boost. I'm inside Power Fuel Smoothie Shop in Miami Gardens. I'm kind of hungry, but I think I'm at the right place. Let's go talk to Christian and find out if they've got anything to eat around here. Hey, Christian.
Hey, Hunter, what's going on?
Well, I'm hungry, and word on the street is that you can help me out if I want something healthy to eat.
Well, you came to the perfect place because we can customize any meal that you'd like. We have great options for pre and post workouts and dietary options also. Or you could just come in and have a delicious lunch.
I think I'll go for the delicious lunch.
Sounds great. Why don't you go check out Fanny? She's preparing something right now.
Great, thanks. Fanny, what are we making?
We're making a spicy chicken wrap.
All right, what goes into that?
We always do the cheese first because we want it to melt when we toast it after. We'll do some lettuce.
What do you have in mind when you're creating a wrap like this?
I always try to go for the leanest recipe I can. It's a classic Caesar sauce, but we put like our own twist on it. It's a little spicy.
Nice.
So I'm gonna put some fresh bell peppers. This could be a healthy, like an everyday healthy lunch. So now I'm just gonna add our sauce. This is our spicy Caesar sauce.
This is with your homemade spicy Caesar sauce.
Spicy Caesar sauce.
I won't ask you what's in it.
No, it's my recipe. Good. So I'm just gonna drizzle that in there, and now we're gonna toast it.
Fanny made all of this deliciousness for us, so of course I have to taste what you just made. Fanny, while I get a bite of this, tell me of what makes this place special.
This is a family-owned business. We make everything from scratch ourselves. We carefully selected all the ingredients in there to make sure that it's healthy, it has flavor, everything's fresh, made here.
This tastes great. The perfect amount of spice. It's not like too hot, but it's got a little kick. And it's really light, easy to eat, a lot of crunch.
It's kind of like homemade food, but like in a fast pace.
Right.
It's like healthy fast food, I would say.
Yeah. Fanny, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for coming.
Of course. Are you seeing the pattern here? I like to stop along the way and just gaze at the water and get closer to it because it's just something about staring off into the deep blue sea that makes you feel good and relaxed, as we just mentioned, which will not only boost your immune system, it'll help you sleep better at night, because if you're de-stressed and relaxed, then you'll have a much better night's sleep. And what does that lead to? A more rejuvenated wakefulness the next day.
SoFlo Seniors Strong is sponsored by Health Sun Health Plans.
Welcome to Tropical Acres Steakhouse, the legendary restaurant that's been here in Fort Lauderdale since 1949. A perfect setting to introduce our guest today for our SoFlo Senior Strong, the 97-year-old legendary entertainer, Woody Woodbury. I would tell you about him, but I think it's best if he introduces himself. Woody, tell us about yourself.
Well, I was of mixed parentage, one male and one female. I was born in St. Paul, Minnesota, and have had a magnificent career in the entertainment world. I hardly would know where to start because I've been so lucky, so fortunate in show business, and I was lucky in the Marine Corps. Pearl Harbor was December the 7th, 1941. I was in the Marine Corps in January 1942, short of 20 years. Show business is what got me out of the Marine Corps because I was moonlighting, telling jokes and playing the piano and working with various artists who were really, by my standards, really talented. And I'm talking about people like Bob Hope and Jerry Colonna, Dinah Shore.
And these are no small names that you're mentioning here. These are some big people just like yourself.
I used to tell a story. I was playing golf with Bob Hope, Mickey Mantle, and Sam Snead. Now there's a little name dropping for you. It's a true story. The photographs to prove it. I walking down the second fairway, and Bob Hope was my idol, you know. So I said, how does it make you feel when you walk out on stage before anybody? Before you say one word, you're walking out and people are cheering and clapping and hollering and raising the cane. And how does it make you feel when you get greeted like? How does it make you feel deep in your heart? And Bob Hope looked at me right in the eyes. He said, "Woody, you'll never know." The audience used to get such a kick out of that.
Here in South Florida, you've been here for a while, and a lot of locals know you well.
Yeah.
What brought you to South Florida in the first place?
I got into the Marine Corps, and I went to flight school. I went to St. Louis and Memphis, Tennessee, and I got my wings in Pensacola. The World War II was going on. It was going on pretty good then. Well, we were well into it. Instead of going overseas like all the other guys, they kept me there. I didn't realize it at the time. They kept me there because I played the piano and told the jokes. That's exactly why I stayed there.
And then you were moonlighting as a comedian and as a piano player?
Yeah, it was when I was at El Toro. That's when that started. Salvador Santaella was the son of a millionaire cigar maker in Mexico, and he moved into LA, and he had a place on La Cienega Boulevard. He played the piano, and he was very good. I went in there one night with a couple of my Marine buddies. Sally was at the piano, and he played something, and he got a lot of applause in the place. It was wartime, and a lot of people are milling around. And so anyway, he said, this Marine I was with, I forget what his name is, he says, Woody, why don't you get up and play the piano with him? Nobody in the place knew me, and I was in uniform, you know. The only thing I knew what I was doing was that Boogie Woogie was very popular.
Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy from Company B.
Yeah, right. And that started my moonlighting that night. Oh, it was wonderful. I just had a great time.
Oh, well, Woody, thank you so much for your time. Is there anything you'd like to leave us with?
All I wish is good health. When you got good health, you got everything. Just do everything in moderation.
SoFlo Senior Strong is sponsored by Health Sun Health Plans, Florida's only 5-star plan 4 years in a row.
Come right back. If you have family in town this holiday season, you won't want to miss these hotels to enjoy for the holidays on SoFlo Health. This is the sea grape. It's one of the most popular plants here in South Florida, especially around the ocean, and that's because it's salt tolerant and its extensive root system helps prevent erosion. It's also good for your health, and plants like the sea grape or the palm trees behind me give off phytoncides. Well, most plants give off phytoncides, but especially those around the water, and when you breathe that in, it increases your white blood cell count, which helps fight infection and is overall good for your immune system. So that's just another way that being around the water can boost your immune system. Welcome back to SoFlo Health. I'm Hunter Frankie, and for more tidbits like this, stick around. You've heard of Elf on a Shelf, haven't you? Of course you have. It's where this guy pops up in different locations around your home, and it's a fun way to celebrate the holidays for you or your kids, and you can do that at the Conrad Fort Lauderdale Beach, because why not take the tradition with you on vacation or staycation? Here's Yvette to tell you more about it.
We've done quite a few fun activations for our guests. We definitely want to bring the holidays to them. And the room that we're in right now is called our Holiday Pop-Up. And in this room, our guests can take a really great family photo. We do have a Letters to Santa station where our children can write their letter and put it in our mailbox, and we will deliver it on the 24th. We created what we're calling the Elf on the Shelf Butler this year, and our elf is called Conrad. So we are surprising our guests every day during their sweet service with a different Elf on the Shelf setting. Our holiday activations are available throughout the entire month of December, running through New Year's, where we'll end with our New Year's Eve soiree.
Thanks, Yvette. I was just brushing up on the Elf on a Shelf tradition myself, and it doesn't end with Christmas. Make sure you check back in with SoFlo Health the day after Christmas. We'll be right back here at the Conrad for a look back at our favorite moments in 2021 on SoFlo Health with a beautiful view like this one. Blue mind is the term that scientists use to describe the meditative state your brain enters when exposed to bodies of water, especially like the Atlantic Ocean, which we're so lucky to be right next to. Turns out that scientists agree with what I was talking about earlier. There's just something about it, but they call it the blue mind.
SoFlo Health's Healthy Travels, sponsored by GBG Travel.
I'm Jenna Mark here at the Ritz-Carlton Bal Harbor, which is also home to one of the 3 Exhale spas here in South Florida. We're going to check out everything the hotel and the spa are offering up this holiday season. And we are here at the beautiful Exhale Spa with Spa Director Chelsea Durant. Thank you so much for having us.
Absolutely.
So what is Exhale Spa for those who might not know?
Absolutely. So Exhale Spa is basically your one-stop shop at all things wellness. So we focus on mind and body through fitness and spa, addressing overall optimal health and well-being.
So Exhale Spa is offering up so many delicious treatments. They sound good enough that you want to eat them.
Absolutely.
So what are they?
Yeah, so we created 3 seasonal holiday treatments. They range from a pumpkin glow scrub, a cranberry superfood facial, and a chai manicure. And what's really cool about them is they include ingredients that you can buy at your local grocery store, and they're good enough to taste.
What's your favorite of the?
My favorite is the pumpkin. I'm pumpkin all the way. Everything for fall, pumpkin lattes, pumpkin scrub, why not? Put it all over my body. I love it.
So I'm gonna go with your sound advice here.
Yes.
And I'm going to go dive into that pumpkin scrub.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
So what do we have happening here?
So this is the pumpkin glow scrub ingredients like we were talking about earlier. It basically is warmed up pumpkin combined with organic sea salt and brown sugar. Makes the perfect exfoliant for your scrub.
Okay.
And then this right here is our just organic cranberry. We apply this on top of our sheet mask here, and it helps with collagen boosting and elasticity.
Who knew? Food from your kitchen could benefit you, and it's
Literally.
that simple.
Smells so good. Take a whiff.
It does. I wish you could smell this at home. It's like Thanksgiving in a bowl.
Exactly.
I've never
All over
been
your body.
I've never been more excited. I'm gonna go get my robe on, and I'll meet you back here.
Absolutely. We can't wait.
Now that was the perfect way to relax. The only thing to add to this day is the beach, and it's right there. I'm gonna go enjoy it.
SoFlo Health's Healthy Travels, sponsored by GBG Travel.
Could a $500 Goya Seasonings Greetings gift card add to the health of your wallet? Of course, it would. Well then, listen up. Just go to local10.com to enter. The Goya Seasonings Greetings winner will be chosen January 3rd, 2022, so enter today. Go to local10.com for your chance to win the Goya Seasonings Greetings $500 gift card giveaway, because if it's Goya, it has to be good. Welcome back to SoFlo Health. I'm Hunter Frankie, and we're finishing up our walk along the Mid-Beach corridor, which goes all the way down to South Beach, believe it or not. Moderate physical activity and enjoying your life is very important, and that's what we try to tell you to do here on SoFlo Health every week. But before I tell you what's next week, let's check in with design expert and host of SoFlo Home Project, Elena Capra. Hey, Elena, what's going on today later on SoFlo Home Project?
Hey Hunter, so we are in an extra festive holiday decor mood today here. Coming up on SoFlo Home Project, we are going to be sharing tips on how to create the ultimate Christmas village.
Thanks, Elena. That's all we have for this week's episode of SoFlo Health. As always, you can watch previous episodes of SoFlo Health on SoFloHealth.com. You can follow us using @SoFlo Health to share with us what you're doing to stay healthy. And until next week, it's goodbye and good health.
Next week on SoFlo Health, we wrap the year up in style. Join us at the Conrad Fort Lauderdale Beach as we look back at some of our favorite segments from 2021. We'll see you then.